Picture this. You walk into a busy cafe in Rome. The smell of freshly ground coffee fills the air. People are standing at the bar, chatting quickly in Italian. You step up to the counter and say in English, "Can I have a coffee, please?" The barista will understand you, but immediately they know you're a tourist. Now imagine instead, with a confident smile, you say in Italian, "Vorrei un caffè per favore." And just like that, you sound more natural, more local, even if this is your very first Italian lesson. By the end of this video, you'll be able to walk into any cafe in Italy and order exactly what you want in Italian. Benissimo! In Italy, coffee isn't just a drink. It's a ritual, a daily moment of connection. Italians don't walk around with giant to-go cups. Instead, they step into a cafe, called un bar, and enjoy something small, quick, and delicious. Now here's the fun part. At the bar, you're not limited to just one option. Yes, you can order un caffè, an espresso, but you might also want un cappuccino in the morning, un bicchiere d'acqua, a glass of water, or even una brioche, a pastry, to go with your coffee. Even if this is your very first Italian lesson, learning how to order at the bar gives you a magic phrase that works again and again. It's practical, it's social, and it's something you'll use every single day in Italy. And the best part? You don't need to memorize 10 different sentences. There's one simple formula, polite and easy, that unlocks them all. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly how to say, "Vorrei un caffè." I'd like a coffee. "Vorrei un cappuccino." I'd like a cappuccino. "Vorrei una brioche." I'd like a pastry. So, when you step up to the counter, instead of hesitating, you'll order like a local. And maybe even get a friendly smile from the barista. Benissimo. All right, let's learn the magic phrase. In Italian, to politely order something, you say, "Vorrei un caffè per favore." That means, "I would like a coffee, please." Repeat after me slowly. Vorrei un caffè per favore. Now, a little faster, more natural. Vorrei un caffè per favore. Good. Now let's step into a real scene. Imagine yourself at the bar in Rome. The barista looks at you and says, "Prego," which means, "Yes? What would you like?" You answer confidently, "Vorrei un caffè per favore." The barista nods and replies, "Subito," which means, "Right away." And there you are, standing at the bar, sipping your Italian espresso. But remember, you're not limited to coffee. Listen carefully. If you want a cappuccino, you say, "Vorrei un cappuccino per favore." That means, "I would like a cappuccino, please." If you're thirsty, try this. "Vorrei un bicchiere d'acqua per favore." That means, "I would like a glass of water, please." And for something sweet, "Vorrei una brioche per favore." That means, "I would like a pastry, please." One phrase. Infinite possibilities. With Vorrei Plus, thing you want, you can order almost anything at a cafe in Italy. Now let's peel back the layers and see what's inside this phrase. The word vorrei comes from the verb volere, which means to want, but here it's in a special form, the conditional. So instead of saying I want, voglio, which can sound a little direct, vorrei means I would like. Softer, more polite, and perfect for ordering. Let's practice just that word. Repeat after me, slowly. Vorrei. Again, vorrei. A little faster, more natural. Vorrei. Good. Now add the object. In Italian, most things you order will start with un or una. These mean a or one. For example, un caffè, a coffee. Un cappuccino, a cappuccino. Una brioche, a pastry. Notice how un is used before masculine words, and una is used before feminine words. Don't worry about memorizing everything now. The important thing is, the formula always works. Vorrei plus, un or una plus. The item. Compared to English, it's actually simpler. In English you might say, "Could I please have a coffee?" Or, "I would like a coffee." In Italian, just 3 parts. Vorrei, plus, un plus, caffè. Let's put it together again. Slowly. Vorrei un caffè. Now, repeat with me. Vorrei un cappuccino. Vorrei una brioche. Benissimo. With this one structure, you can order like a local, without sounding too formal or too demanding. Now it's your turn to practice. I'll say the phrase, then give you time to repeat it out loud. Don't just think it. Actually say it. Ready? Vorrei un caffè. Again. Vorrei un caffè. Now with a cappuccino. Vorrei un cappuccino. One more time, a little faster. Vorrei un cappuccino. Good. Let's try a pastry. Vorrei una brioche. Again. Vorrei una brioche. And now water. Vorrei un bicchiere d'acqua. That one's a little longer. Let's break it down. First repeat. Un bicchiere. That means a glass. Now add d'acqua, which means of water. Put it together. Un bicchiere d'acqua. And finally, the whole phrase. Vorrei un bicchiere d'acqua. Excellent. You can see the formula works every time. Vorrei plus un, or una plus the item. Let's practice switching quickly. I'll say the item in English, you say the full phrase in Italian. A coffee, a cappuccino, a pastry, a glass of water. Molto bene. You're building fluency, one phrase at a time. In Italy, ordering at the bar is more than just getting a drink. It's part of the culture. Let me share a few curiosities that will help you feel even more local. First, timing matters. Italians almost never drink a cappuccino after about 11 in the morning. Why? Because milk is considered heavy on the stomach, so cappuccino is seen as a breakfast drink. If you order it in the afternoon, they'll still serve it to you, but they'll know you're a foreigner. Second, standing versus sitting. When you order al banco, at the counter, the price is usually much cheaper. If you sit down at a table, especially in tourist areas, you might pay double or even triple for the same coffee. So locals often drink quickly, standing at the bar. And here's a beautiful tradition from Naples. Il caffè sospeso, the suspended coffee. It means that when someone pays for their own espresso, they can also pay for an extra one, left waiting for anyone who can't afford it. A simple act of kindness, built right into coffee culture. So when you step into an Italian bar, remember, it's not just about ordering a drink. It's about sharing in a ritual that millions of Italians enjoy every single day. Let's recap what you've learned today. The magic phrase is Vorrei un caffè per favore, which means I would like a coffee please. From there, you discovered how flexible it is. You can say Vorrei un cappuccino. I would like a cappuccino. Vorrei una brioche. I would like a pastry. Vorrei un bicchiere d'acqua. I would like a glass of water. And even more. Vorrei un panino. I would like a sandwich. Or vorrei un gelato. I would like an ice cream. With just one simple structure, vorrei plus un or una plus the item, you can already order like a locale in any Italian café. Think about it. Just 15 minutes ago, maybe you only knew the word espresso. Now, you can walk into a bar in Italy and order confidently, politely, and naturally. That's real progress. So here is my challenge for you. Say the phrase out loud right now. Pick your favorite item. Go on, imagine yourself at the counter. Ready? Vorrei un cappuccino. Or maybe vorrei una brioche. Benissimo. You've taken a real step toward fluency. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and share it with someone who also dreams of ordering coffee in Italy. And in the comments, tell me, what's the first thing you would order at an Italian bar? Grazie for joining me today. And remember, every phrase you learn is a door into Italian life. Alla prossima!